We are pleased and delighted to welcome the president and one of the founders of Duke City Wheelman. Jennifer Bunce is here. Look at you. You're all colorful and bike-ish today.
I decided to ride down this morning and wear the kit so that people can see the colors and really identify sort of this look with Duke City Wheelman and some of the things that we do.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about Duke City Wheelman, what it's all about.
We are about riding, riding safely and comfortably, having a good time on a bicycle in Albuquerque in New Mexico. We started with the Ghost Bike Project in 2010. And a ghost bike, for those not familiar, is a bicycle painted white, and we place them where a cyclist has died. Typically there are crashes with automobiles, but not always. And we do have a few where a cyclist has crashed on their own.
Wow.
We have bikes for cyclists who've been killed when it's a motorist responsibility or at fault, and also when cyclists have been at fault. So it's a pretty equal, even playing field. You can't tell just from the bike, you know, what happened. So
it is pretty prevalent. It's not as much. I haven't seen anything in the news lately, but it's usually when school's going on.
School, summer months, definitely you see more interactions, negative interactions between motorists and cyclists because there are just more cyclists out. But unfortunately, you know, it's no respecter of age or time of the year, gender, and every cyclist out there has to really be alert and attentive. There's a lot that cyclists can do to help themselves be safer. Imagine a defensive driving course for bicyclists, right?
Yes.
And it's that kind of approach. So there's lots and lots of stuff that happens out there that you can anticipate and deal with successfully, you know, not a major hassle.
Yeah. And Albuquerque is pretty bike friendly though, right?
Albuquerque's come a long way. I started riding here, I'll, you know, belay my age here, but I was undergrad, and it's been more than 30 years ago, going back and forth to UNM, and we had one bike path then.
Yeah.
And no bike lanes, and no signs, and no bike map.
You're kind of on your own out there.
Right, and so, it's the city's come a long way. Yeah. I mean,
How did this ghost bike image and what you're doing, how did that come about? Who thought of that?
So originally, the first person was in St. Louis, Missouri, and this person was not a cyclist, but they witnessed a crash where a cyclist was killed, and they thought that it should be noted, it should be marked. And so they went home and spray painted a bicycle and put it up, and the movement was born then in 2000, and now, you know, they're all over the world. You really do see them all over the world. Europe, South America, Mexico, Canada.
So do the wheelmen go out and do a little ceremony when they put this up? Describe that.
Right. So, you know, almost always the bicycles are placed at the request of family or friends. And so we pick a date and a time where everybody can come together. Often other cyclists will come to the dedication. We just say a few words, you know, promoting safety and reminding everybody why we're doing this. And often family or friends have something to say, something, you know, it's a way to remember their loved one. And the last Ghost Bike we did, a father and daughter sung a song in memory, you know, a favorite song of the person that we were there to remember. So you get all kinds of different personal expressions.
About a minute and a half left, Jennifer. Tell us about your bike clinics that are coming up.
The bike clinics are there to sort of help people be more defensive, be more aware, and also just sort of some practical skills, like the best braking techniques, how to avoid things, and what to do if you can't, like a pothole or a rock. We do fun drills in a parking lot, and then once people get more accomplished and comfortable with their bike, we take them out on the road. Learn proper signaling, lane positioning. There's so many things that a cyclist can do And motorcyclists know that when they take their defensive driving
Right.
class,
Right.
right? And we've tried to use that kind of approach in these clinics. And there's a new one starts tomorrow, and then again on Thursday this week. So
Well, that's great because I know I've always been so scared to ride on a road. I'm like, I will just stick to the sidewalk. So it's nice to know that there's a
Right.
clinic to kind of help teach people about the safety precautions and the right way, the rules of the road, if you will.